happy Saturday night, guys. We are into the weekend, and weather-wise, we are looking at perfect weather. Temperatures were gorgeous today. We had highs in the 70s and 80s earlier this afternoon. It was picture perfect. Humidity was low. Clouds were out. Beautiful weather. The weather you like to see in November, where highs are usually in the 70s and mornings are typically chilly in the 50s and even 40s. And that's kind of how it was today. It wasn't exactly seasonal, but we had perfect, nice, comfortable November weather today, and we have more on the way for tomorrow as well. So we're going to talk all about the forecast, what to expect, hour by hour for tomorrow. We have 2 cold fronts in the forecast as of tonight. That may change in the days ahead, but right now, from what the forecast models are telling us, 1 cold front Wednesday night and another one closer to the end of next weekend. We'll show you timing, show you what we mean in a second. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. We're talking all things weather here on Ken's 5 for the next 15 to 20 minutes. So if you're traveling, if you have any questions about the weather, rainfall, tropics, we're actually going to go into tropics as well. We have Tropical Storm Raphael still in the Gulf of Mexico, just kind of meandering right now. And we're going to talk about that. And again, you know, what our local weather has in store here in San Antonio and across South Central Texas. Outside right now, it is a clear night over the Medical Center, downtown San Antonio. If you're heading out tonight, maybe a light jacket. I think you'll need it because it's a little chilly. And by tomorrow morning, pre-dawn Sunday, we're looking at upper 50s around San Antonio, around the metro. And then the hill country may dip down into the lower 50s. Again, in a second, we'll talk about that. And if you have any questions, comment down below. We're on Facebook. Hey there, Lise Mitchell. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday night. Hope you're having a great day and a great weekend. Again, if you have any questions, guys, comment down below. We're on Facebook right now, Ken's 5, talking all things weather on this Saturday night. So first and foremost, it's hurricane season. You don't think November is hurricane season, but it is. It doesn't end officially until November 30th. That is the last day of hurricane season. Now, with that being said, from June 1st to November 30th, that is the main time of year, the window we see the most activity. Question, has there ever been a hurricane or a tropical storm in December, January, February, March, April, May? There has. But the majority, about like 95% of all hurricanes and storms form in that window, June 1st to November 30th. Now, we're almost to the end. We're just a few weeks away. And here is the 2024 list. We've seen Alberto, we've seen Beryl, Chris, Debbie, Ernesto, Francine, Gordon, Helena, Isaac, Joyce, Kirk, Leslie, Milton. Milton was a big hurricane that hit Florida, as well as Francine, and then Nadine, Oscar, Patty, and then we're down to Raphael. So let me just do my math. That's each column is 7 names, 14, 15, 16, 17. So for 2024, we're at 17 named storms, which is closing in on the forecast. I think, you know, NOAA forecasted like 21, 20, somewhere around a very above average season. And we're at 17 right now. And just to put it in perspective, a normal hurricane season typically produces 12 to 13 named storms. I'll have to look that. I have to double back and see what the average is. Let me just do that right now because it changes. So for the 1991 to the 2020 average, let's see, 1991 to 2020 Atlantic hurricane season average. Let's see. I think it's around 12 to 15 average storms. Let's see. Okay, well, the forecast calls for 17 to 25, but that was back in May of 2024, so that was before the season even started. Average is 14, okay? The average amount of storms in one season, just average, give or take 1 or 2 in a year, is 14. Of those 14, 7 become hurricanes, and of those 7, 3 become major, category 3 or stronger. I believe Raphael, it was a major hurricane earlier in its lifetime. We'll take a look at the stats on Raphael right here. It was a major hurricane, but now it's a weakening tropical storm. It was up to category 3 at some point of its lifetime from the Caribbean to the southern Gulf of Mexico. But now it's encountering a lot of wind shear. It's really starting to be broken apart. Thing is, in November and December, you get more cold fronts moving through, and when that happens, the upper level jet stream just goes so fast it drops farther south, and that typically just tears apart tropical systems. Even if they try to move farther north, which is Raphael, what it was doing, and it's almost like the core, the center of the storm is moving south, and the moisture is moving north towards Louisiana. And you can kind of see that on infrared satellite. Some rain for Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, towards the Panhandle, Florida. So it's just being ripped apart. Most of the rain is moving north, while the center of the storm is moving south. And for tropical storms, for hurricanes, you need an even stack. You need very strong vertical development for hurricanes and tropical storms to thrive, to survive, and to strengthen. But when you get, the surface low moving one way and the moisture moving another direction, that's just a recipe for disaster for a hurricane or storm. So that's why it's being destroyed right now. Tropical storm Raphael, winds of 50 miles an hour, moving west-northwest at 5. Pressure's up to 1,000 millibars, so it's close to average surface millibar, atmospheric pressure. Here's the latest forecast for Raphael. It's going to meander a little bit more in the central Gulf, but remain pretty much as a tropical storm, and then eventually weaken into a remnant low. So it's not going to be much by Monday, by Tuesday, early next week. It may bring a little bit of rain to Mexico City, but even at that, that's going to be in short supply. We're not expecting much as it moves farther south, and this will move away from our area. So not much of an impact from Raphael. Today's highs, 82 degrees. Most of today was spent in the 70s, with the exception of, again, a few hours we spent in the lower 80s. But the Hill Country, Bernie, Kerrville, Fredericksburg spent in the 70s. Perfect weather today. 77 the high temperature at Del Rio, 75 at Rock Springs, and more upper 80s southeast of San Antonio. Beeville, Victoria, 87, 87 at Port Lavaca. Windy, Nancy, a little breezy out there from the cold front moving in from, a couple days ago. Well, Friday night, so that was last night. So, we saw a little bit of rain yesterday, a couple of light showers, more heavy rain to the north of San Antonio yesterday afternoon, yesterday night. But that rain was caused from a cold front, and it was windy last night and a little breezy today. But what that cold front did is obviously drive in some cooler air and more comfortable humidity. Really just knocked down the humidity values. And as you can see, temperatures are falling pretty quickly. We're at 70 in the city. I would say a light jacket tonight, maybe a sweater. A little bit of sweater weather if you're going to Worst Fest, if you're already there, if you're going anywhere tonight, if you're going downtown, hanging out, doing something fun. A little chilly out there this evening. Not cold, but a little chilly. That's the extent of tonight's forecast. But if you're watching from Bernie, it's chilly to cold, 57. My threshold is 59 or colder. That's when you need a jacket or a sweater. But 69 to 70 in the San Antonio area with a little light breeze out there. I wouldn't say it's windy outside, but a light, gentle breeze. Lower 60s in in Kerrville and Fredericksburg, and then 70s elsewhere south and southwest of Bexar County. Okay, so here's the overnight forecast. Let's go hour by hour. Dan, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Dan. Dan Garcia saying I've been a great addition to the team. I appreciate that, man. I'm born and raised in San Antonio, so work here at Kent's 5 means a lot. It really means a lot. I love working here. The team's the best. Learning from Bill, Paul, Jeremy Baker. They've been here a while, and they have a lot of experience. So, Dan, thank you so much. I love to be here. I love to work here at Kent's 5. Weather-wise for tonight, tomorrow morning, lower 60s, upper 50s. I know this particular forecast model says about 63 to 62. I think we drop down to maybe 60 to 59 in the city because skies are clear, the air is dry, temperatures are going to fall fast in the overnight hours. If you have plans outdoors tomorrow, talk about beautiful weather. Highs a little warmer in the lower to middle 80s, maybe 85 to 86 tomorrow afternoon, and then tomorrow night, clear skies, comfortable weather. Not much of a change in the next 24 to 36 hours. So tomorrow's timeline, probably about 60 to 61 by 7. Sunrise will be at 6:55 in the morning. Remember, was it a couple weeks ago? No, it was last weekend, right? Daylight saving time ended last weekend. Yeah, it was this past Sunday, November 3rd. That's when we fell back. We gained an hour of sleep. But as a result, the sunrise and sunset is a lot different. So tomorrow sunrise at 6:55 in the morning. Tomorrow sunset 5:41. So days feel a lot shorter. Radar, it is quiet. Farther east, as you can see, kind of from the northern fringe of Raphael to Also a weak low from the north that's providing a little bit of rain for Louisiana. So if you have any friends or family from New Orleans to Baton Rouge, maybe Alexandria, north of Lake Charles, pretty good downpours moving through Louisiana and parts of Mississippi, all the way up into Tennessee, Kentucky, into the Midwest as well. So that's where the weather is a little bit more active, all attached to a kind of broad area of low pressure that's spinning across the Dakotas right now and parts of Minnesota. Another weak system moving on to the Pacific Northwest, some light to moderate showers moving into Northern California, pretty much into Washington State and parts of Southern Canada. But notice here in Texas, it is quiet. That's how things stay for the next 24 hours, really. And pretty much for the next few days as well. Okay, so I just want to make sure this looks good. So between now and I would say Tuesday, it's quiet. High pressure kind of moves back and forth. It moves over the Gulf, kind of weakens, but as a result, between now and Tuesday, it's pretty quiet. There may be 1 or 2 showers around Wednesday and Wednesday night. That's when our first cold front moves in, Wednesday night and Thursday morning. As of tonight, obviously a lot can change between now, Monday and Tuesday, but right now the models are hinting at a frontal passage Wednesday night into Thursday morning. It's not going to be a strong cold front, but what it will do is drop the highs from a few degrees from 83 to about the upper 70s. So more comfortable weather is on the way for next week. Now, next weekend is when the models are also hinting at a digging, strengthening storm system out west. This will mean pretty good rain and snow and heavy rain for California, for the higher elevations of California, I should say first and foremost. So this will mean active weather out west next weekend. So if you're traveling to California, Las Vegas, Utah, maybe Colorado up into Idaho and the Pacific Northwest, this system next weekend will provide a little bit of rain for that part of the country. Now as it moves farther east, that'll drop in some colder air. Looks like that second cold front would be next Sunday to next Monday. So, 8 days out from now or so. Obviously time can change, but right now, first cold front Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and then the second cold front next weekend, Sunday night into Monday. Timing, obviously, still up in the air. We'll fine tune the forecast as we get more data in. Now, before the last couple of days, the first cold front had pretty good consensus and confidence at bringing in another round of rain. Is it still possible? Yes, but right now, most of the models are hinting at more of a dry passage with the first cold front, Wednesday night into Thursday morning. There may be 1 or 2 showers, but not like what we saw, Wednesday night into Thursday and on Friday as well. Don't look like it's going to shape up that way. But anyway, so that's the first cold front Wednesday night, and then the second cold front late next weekend, Sunday into Monday. So here's kind of it summed up on the 14-day. You'll see tomorrow, beautiful weather from 59 to 85, perfect, clear weather. Veterans Day from 60 to 86, beautiful as well. Winds are light, 5 to 10, maybe 15 miles an hour, nothing too breezy next several days. So outdoor plans look great, especially if you're celebrating tomorrow or through Monday for the holiday weekend. Out the parks, out anywhere, really just beautiful weather. Probably mid-80s for the next 4 to 5 days. Thanks to that ridge of high pressure in the Gulf, we're really going to keep things quiet for San Antonio and for the entire state really through Wednesday. Cold front drops in Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Right now, not a big rain chance with it, but we go from 85 to 79 from Wednesday to Thursday, so a nice drop in temperatures. Mornings go back to a little chilly. Don't put the jackets away. Have the sweaters just in case, right? 79 Thursday. Small rain chance Friday and Saturday. Right now, models are just saying patchy activity, maybe a sprinkle or a shower here and there. Nothing impressive, nothing what we need. Because the drought is extreme. We do need more rain. Next Sunday, as the cold front slowly drops into North Texas, that may spark off a couple of isolated to scattered showers next Sunday, so the November 17th. November 18th time frame. Again, that's 8-9 days out. A lot can change between now and then as we get more forecast data in, as we continue to compare and contrast. A lot of the forecast guidance and the models will keep you up to date. That next Monday, 79. A lot of 70s on the 14-day. That is perfect to see. Even 80s are not bad, especially when the humidity is low. Mornings are comfortable. Daytime high is not bad. They are trending above average. Normal high this time of year is like 77, 78. I can answer that real quick, actually. And in the meantime, as I answer that, it'll show you today's numbers. So the average high right now, today in the early part of November, is 74. That second column. The daytime average is 74. The morning low average is 52. So that's where we should be reaching in the mornings and the afternoons. Both those numbers, when you compare it to what we saw today, 60 to 82, it's a little warm for November, but still not bad. But again, normal right now in this time of November is 74. And when you compare that to what you're seeing on the 14-day, it's a little above average. So from 74 to 85 tomorrow, 86 Monday, 85 Tuesday, 85 Wednesday. Very warm, sunny, clear, nice weather, but warmer than average. Cooler Thursday, and even more 70s on the way, depending on how strong this second cold front will be. Because again, the first cold front Wednesday night, Thursday morning, very weak from 85 to 79. Not too much of a large temperature gradient and difference. But the second cold front, obviously 8-9 days out from now, we'll see what it does in the model guidance. And hopefully it's a stronger burst of colder air. Right now from 83 to 79 from the 17th to 18th of November. But again, a lot can change between now and then. We'll update the forecast accordingly. Veterans Day Monday, perfect, 86 degrees, light winds from the north, 5 to 10. And then rain chances return slightly by the second half of our 14-day, and otherwise pretty quiet. Download the KENS 5 app. We have constant, consistent weather updates from our local meteorologists here at KENS 5, from me, Paul, Jeremy, Bill, Maggie. We have constant weather updates on our KENS 5 app. It is free in the App Store. Very easy to find. KENS 5. Channel 5, CBS affiliate here in San Antonio. It is free. We have constant weather updates. Whenever tropics are active, whenever we see more cold fronts, we're constantly updating our local forecasts on the KENS 5 app. So tune in there. If you can't, tune in tonight at 10 o'clock. We'll be live on KENS 5, Channel 5 at 10 in about an hour and a half. If you can't, here's your 14-day forecast. Perfect weather, very comfortable weather at least through Wednesday. Cold front Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Small drop in temperatures. Rain chances there, here and there, but very slim. Nothing too impressive as of yet. But again, with the KENS 5 app, we'll have constant weather updates here on Channel 5. That's it for weather, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. George, you love cold weather. Yeah, me too, man. I want colder weather. I want highs to go into the 60s and 50s. Hopefully sometime by the end of this month, maybe closer to Thanksgiving. Maybe closer to the early part of December. We'll see what happens. Right now, just comfortable, mild, not bad weather, right? 70s and 80s are not bad. I mean, compared to what we see in July and August, this is pretty comfortable. Humidity's down. Skies are clear. Air is awesome. Air is comfortable. Clear skies through Wednesday, cold front Wednesday night, Thursday morning, with rain chances not until the end of next week, and then the weekend after, some rain chances return for San Antonio, and we do need rain. Extreme drought continues across Bandera, parts of Bexar County, Kerr County, Kendall County, and we do need rain. It's been a pretty dry fall. Fall began on September 21st, and we've only seen a couple of days of rain. We need a lot more. We need a significant amount more, and right now we have a few days in the forecast. So yeah, cooler weather's on the way. It's going to be chilly tomorrow morning, upper 50s, lower 60s, high near 85 tomorrow, 86 Veterans Day, and then a weak cold front Wednesday nights. A little bit more cloud cover by this time next weekend. Have a great night, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a beautiful Sunday, and we'll see you later. Again, if you can, tune into KENS 5 News at 10 for another update on weather, sports, local news around San Antonio. Have a wonderful night, guys. Be safe and enjoy your Sunday.